Good morning students. Today we will learn nursing curriculum. Nursing curriculum is effective role in teaching. The term curriculum was first used in Scotland as early as 1820 and became part of education. The term curriculum is Latin word currere, which means running race or runway which one takes to reach goal. Definition. Curriculum is defined as the formal and informal content and process by which learners gain knowledge and understanding, develop skills and alter attitudes, appreciations and values under the auspices of school. According to Cunningham, curriculum is a tool in hands of artist to mold his material according to his ideals in his studio. Means artist means teacher, material means students, ideals means aim and objectives, studio means school. Determinants. It has many determinants like scientific, political, sociological, philosophical, psychological. Then what are the principles of curriculum? Principles of utility, principles of flexibility, principle of child-centeredness, principle of life-centeredness, principle of community-centeredness, principle of correlation, principle of activity-centeredness, principle for the use of leisure, principle of interrelation of subject, principle of development of culture and civilization. Then principles of need-based activity, principle of value-orientedness, conservative principles, principle of creative training, principle of harmony. Okay, these are the principles of curriculum. Okay, then next one we will learn curriculum development. Curriculum development is a deliberate process, not an event that takes concentrated time, effort and faculty commitment. The process consists of a series of systematic, logical, dynamic, spiral and progressive stages that can be time consuming and labor intensive. Stages of curriculum development. Number 1, directive stage. Number 2, formative stage. Number 3, functional stage. Number 4, evaluative stage. Okay. In directive stage, it lays foundation of all other stages. Identify beliefs, knowledge and concept, formulation of theoretical framework in selection and sequence of content. In formative stage, philosophy of educational institution, objectives, nature. In functional stage, practical form of curriculum, planned teaching and learning experiences. In evaluative stage, input evaluation, throughout we put evaluation, output evaluation, evaluation for curriculum revision. Then we will see the phases of curriculum process. The curriculum is based on the philosophy and purposes of the school or college or university, and its construction requires an understanding of educational psychology together with knowledge and skill in the principles and practice of nursing education. Then there are 5 phases in curriculum process. Number 1, formulating the statement of philosophy of school or college or university. Then establishment of purposes and objectives of the school or college or university. Selection of learning experiences to achieve the purposes and objectives. Then effective or organization of the selected learning experience. The last one is evaluation of the total program. Then steps of curriculum development. See, number 1, formulation of educational objectives. Number 2, selection of teaching learning experiences. Next one, organization of teaching learning experiences. Next one, evaluation of learning objectives or outcomes. Then we will see the formulation of education objectives. Education objectives formulated for a given course of study will depend upon the intended learning outcomes. In formulating education objectives, it is best to use words or phrases like identify, to differentiate, to evaluate, or to perform a particular task. Okay, then we will see education objectives. Education objectives will provide useful guidelines for teacher to adopt a more systematic approach in designing and planning instructional strategies, particularly with respect to what to teach, how to assess, what to evaluate. Then we will see selection of learning experiences. In this, learning experience is defined as deliberately planned experiences in selected situations where students actively participate, interact, and which result in desirable changes of behavior in the students. In nursing education, selection of learning experience is concerned with the decision about the content of subject matter, clinical, community, and laboratory practice. Next one, criteria for the selection of learning experiences. Learning experience should be consistent with the philosophy, varied and flexible enough, give the students an opportunity to practice, provide chance for the development of independent thinking, adapted to the needs of students, provide continuity, correlation, integration. Planned and evaluated cooperatively by the teacher and students, selected and arranged to give appropriate emphasis, weightage according to the relative importance of the various learning experiences. Organization of learning experiences. It has to be done carefully, systematically, and sequentially. According to Taylor, primary aim of organization of learning experiences in the curriculum is to bring and relate various learning experiences together to produce the maximum. Continuity, sequence, and integration has to be followed. Learning experiences have to vertically and horizontally organized. In vertical organization, learning experience planned for entire curriculum have to be arranged in such a way that the learning progress week by week, month by month, semester to semester, year to year. In horizontal, all the learning takes place in different time and automatically related to learning of another situation or subject. Okay, we will learn next day elements of organizing the learning experiences. Okay.